Hi there, my name is Bailey Burns and I'm super excited to be doing this video and have an application in for Space for Humanity. All of this has just been super fun. So I guess I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a background into me. I'm 23 years old, I'm a young engineer, I'm a Colorado native. I went to school at Colorado School of Mines and I got my degree in mechanical engineering, and now I work supporting NORAD with space situational awareness, so tracking all the things orbiting around up there. And I'm also going back to mines for my degree in space resources. So that's a lot of, actually it ties in very closely with Space for Humanity, of getting humans to space, what that's gonna look like. It's a lot of like asteroid mining, moon mining, solar energy, fuel in space, all these kind of preliminary steps that we need to take for humans to actually have a space presence. So it's been really cool. I've really liked that. Other things about me, I'm a huge space nerd. I consider myself a space advocate. I have a space story, which is Instagram and a website that I use to kind of talk about space and stuff like that. So yeah, all this stuff that you guys are talking about, I talk about it too, and I love it. So yeah, your first question is, why is our mission so important to you? I think in general, Space for Humanity has some really cool stuff going for them right now. And my favorite part of that little blurb you guys gave was the social impact ambassador. I really like that because one of the things I'm doing with my page, A Space Story, is that is bridging that gap for social impact, I guess. One thing I've always struggled with is I'm a very unique engineer in that I really like talking and social and meeting people and telling stories and listening to stories and all that kind of stuff. So I've had this kind of internal struggle for a lot of years of the social impact and social awareness kind of piece that I love so much, and then the technical impact and the exploring and engineering and physics and that kind of stuff. So kind of constantly struggling between the two of them. It wasn't until recently I realized that it's like, oh, they go together very well. So that's one thing that I'm using my page to try to bring to other people. I want to get the general public interested and aware of all the engineering, the cool science stuff that's not really as hard as you think it is, and all that kind of stuff. And then I want the engineers to realize that there's a huge social aspect of what they're doing. If you're planning for the future of humanity, you gotta worry about the social impact of it. So that's kind of one thing I hope to do, is get the general public and the soft side, the social side, excited and understanding for STEM, engineering, space, all that kind of stuff, and then get the engineers kind of passionate. I think the social impacts is what make people passionate, and so if we can get the engineers to link that to their work, that's how you feel passion. So yeah, that's kind of exactly what I do. I love that. I also really like that you guys are focused on stories and bringing people in from all over the world and that kind of stuff. I think in general, the space thing has been very new for me because I'm very recently out of college, but it also involves a lot of research into very complex systems and such. And when I do my best like research, I guess, is when I go talk to people in industry and they tell me about the mission they're working on right now, or an issue they had 30 years ago on a mission, and all this kind of stuff. That those are the stories that stick with me, and that's the research that sticks with me more than I googled this and I found out this number, I guess. So I guess in that respect, I think what you guys are doing is really cool because I relate so much to it. That's how I learn, that's how I get passionate, that's how I get excited. So that's the biggest thing about why I think your mission is so cool and so unique. Okay, so your second question was, why do you want to go to space as a citizen astronaut? I mean, I think anyone would be willing to be an astronaut if you really ask them, because it's pretty cool. But so citizen astronaut is very unique because you get to be yourself, I guess. It's yourself in space. You're not NASA astronaut, anything like that. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm very excited about me and my future, and I'm a citizen. That's who I am right now. So citizen astronaut just makes sense. I do have to disclose that I do want to be a NASA astronaut. That is kind of my end goal, but I'm not ready for that right now. The reason I'm doing my master's program is because I want to be part of the first lunar infrastructure. I want to be part of a lunar base. I think that'd be so cool. Definitely being part of something that's way bigger than yourself or even your generation. So that's kind of where I want to go. But what I'm doing right now, like I said, I'm a STEM advocate. I've went and spoke to elementary schools and colleges, and I went to the Smithsonian 50th Apollo anniversary, and I spoke there. I spoke at Johnson Space Center at NBL. So I'm doing a lot of speaking lately, and I really love it. And that's what made me realize that the citizen side of things is kind of where my heart is, because it's a chance for me to kind of show myself in a new light, I guess. So that's why I think Citizen Astronaut is very cool, very unique. It's a very unique opportunity that you guys are giving everyone, so it's really cool. But I also am part of Project Possum, which is polar suborbital science in the upper mesosphere. I am a citizen scientist suborbital astronaut candidate through them. So Citizen Astronaut is not new to me. That's not a new concept, and I think it's really cool to be able to do something bigger through, you know, hard work and teamwork and just people that are excited about space. And that's why I really like the team that you guys have set up, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of citizens that are excited about space. So yeah, that's and because of Possum, I've already gone through a lot of like hypoxia training and stuff like that. And the biggest thing that I learned from Possum was that, well, there's two things. Well, there's about a million things, but the two big things that I had to take away was the people I met there were awesome. And if you surround yourself with good people, you're just gonna only go further. And then the other thing was that I could do this. This astronaut dream of mine has been kind of, I didn't expect it to go anywhere, if that makes sense. I didn't think I could do it. And then when I went and did the actual training, I realized I could do it. I'm not, you know, just some little girl or something like that. I could actually do this if I wanted to. And so I kind of want to continue with that energy that I got from Possum and just keep proving to the world that I can do this. Like, the other thing I guess I would say is that I've been interested in space since I was about 6 years old-ish, maybe. But as I got older, it kind of just came in and out of my life, if that makes sense. And like when I was in high school, I thought I was going to be a journalist when I grew up. And when I was in engineering school at Mines, I wanted to do space, but I didn't think I was capable of doing space stuff. So finally, it's been kind of like the chicken pox, honestly. It's been this like space itch that I just couldn't scratch because I didn't let myself scratch it. And then in the last like 8 or 9 months or so, I was like, no, let's do this. Let's actually do this thing. And so now the chicken pox won, I guess, and I've been itching like crazy, and it's just been super fun. And I think Citizen Astronaut would be something that would finally relieve that space itch a little bit. So hopefully that makes sense, because chicken pox, everyone's had chicken pox, right? But yeah, and I think the last question was if there's anything else I wanted to tell you. In general, this is me. I love space, I love people, I love talking to people. I think the biggest thing I do want to talk about is that this wouldn't be end of the line for me, I guess, if that makes sense. This would be a huge opportunity and something I would very fondly look back on. But it would be the spark, if that makes sense. It would just be the spark that would just keep igniting the fire, igniting the passion for me. And in no way, shape, or form would this be it. This is just one of the tons of amazing things that's gonna happen to space and happen in my career. And I just am so excited for the opportunity to possibly be a part of it, I guess. Just really excited in general. I'm a very excited person. Don't give me sugar. So yeah, I guess that's everything from me. I look forward to talking to you guys a little bit more and following you guys. In the next few years, I'm going to be following you guys like crazy just to see everything you're doing. I met a few of you guys at the Space Symposium, so hopefully I'll get to meet more of you and we can talk more about space things. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm very grateful that Space for Humanity is giving humanity this opportunity, and hopefully me too. And I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.